Greetings and salutations. Second Star right back with what is this? Something new for my raid audience, and I know most of my subscribers are still in that game, and which I haven't posted any content for in several months. I've been trying to find other things because for raid, I think for me, it's kind of like you're living in a neighborhood for a really long time, right? And the real estate taxes keep going up, and you don't want to really keep up with it, and so eventually you're kind of priced out of the neighborhood. That's kind of where I'm at with the raid right now. I think that it's a lot of fun. I mean, the strategy elements are still amazing. There's just a lot to juggle. It takes a long time to play and to play it right, to set up your team right. I love that depth, but sometimes I don't want to expend so much brain power, hours sometimes, often hours, getting things just right so that you can progress in the game. And it's gotten expensive. I think they've kind of raised the walls on a lot of stuff that was cheaper before. I think it's much harder for a free-to-play player to get ahead. I mean, it's not possible by any means, but I just think that a lot of the guaranteed events are more difficult, much more difficult, more resource intensive for a free-to-play player. I can't tell you how many times I failed trying to get build the shards for a champion or whatever, the guaranteed champions. I don't know where I went wrong a lot of times. I did everything. How come I still don't have these resources that I need? It's kind of frustrating. So I want to see what else is out there. Football Manager 23 is also on my channel. Hasn't really found an audience yet. It's kind of a bland game to look at. It's more, there's a lot of numbers involved, kind of like playing a spreadsheet almost. So I kind of understand that. Kind of leaning on my personality to come through on that, and that doesn't always shine through and just looking at a bunch of static numbers on the screen, right? But it's a lot of fun. I love the strategy element in that. I love the tactics, love the financial side of it. The scouting, a lot of interesting things to do in Football Manager 23, but I kind of understand why it's not as compelling necessarily to watch. This, though, Marvel Snap is a lot of fun. I just discovered it recently. It's been around for a couple months now. So I'm coming into this about the same time that I came into Raid. I started making Raid content a few months after Raid came out. But I was playing Raid a lot longer before I started making content for it. I want to make sure I knew all the ins and outs. This is a little bit more difficult to do that because the way the collection works is not quite like a gacha. Like Raid, you can get any card at any time, on almost any different types of shard or whatever. The collection scheme here is very different. As long as you keep playing, you will get everything at some point, which is really cool, right? So you're not at a constant disadvantage to people who have been playing longer than you. It's really interesting that the way they have it set up, and we'll get into that a little bit. I'm not sure exactly where to start, but I wanted to kind of frame it in comparing it a lot to Raid, right? Because I love Raid, and my thousands of subscribers that I have in here are Raid players. That's what they used to. But if you want to take a break, this is something that takes just a few minutes to play. Right? It's a lot easier if you don't want to sit there and go, okay, I have to, finish this faction wars thing. It's going to take me an hour to set up my team appropriately, and it's going to, I don't know how long the tweak's going to take, so I can finally be, level 20. Take 5. Just go into Marvel Snap, play a couple games. Seriously, a new game is like usually 2 clicks away, and it's really easy to get into. So let's just go over a little bit. Let's go ahead and we'll play a game just to show you what it looks like, and then we'll get into kind of the mechanics behind it. All right. So first things first. I'll wait till this. I can just move it. Okay. So it'll have a hot location. This is a location that'll show up in the middle of the screen, and you and your opponent are fighting over these 3 locations. All right, and Death's Domain is a special one. It's a hot location, will show up about 60% of the time of your games, and you kind of want to sometimes tweak your deck just a little bit. And here's your collections, right? And so you can see a deck, and the deck will consist of 12 cards. I don't want to get into too much of that right now because you'll be able to see it on the screen, but you and your opponent will also have 12 cards. You always have the same amount of resources to play every turn, unless there's some small tweaks that cards or locations will provide. And you just manage your deck and the locations to accumulate enough points for victory. Okay, so right now, first up, Death Domain. When you play a card here, destroy it. Right off the bat, you know that that's not necessarily the location where you want to put a card, but you will have other cards that may be that won't count as being played if you played them there. All right, so here we go off. We have Squirrel Girl. Okay, yes, I know it's Squirrel Girl. Okay, but her special ability is that she adds a 1-power squirrel to each other location. So on reveal. So I'm going to play this card. He's not going to know what it is. If it's a bot or a person, I'm not sure. They're going to play their card, right? So now mine is revealed. The action is taken and his is revealed. And he has the same idea that I have. We'll put Squirrel Girl out so we can put something in Death's Domain without it being destroyed. Because we didn't actually play the card there. The effect put the card there. And so then it's fine. All right, so I have a couple of different ways of doing that too. So you can put out I'm going to put out Iron Fist first. So Iron Fist, his special ability is to move the next card to one location to the left after it reveals. Okay, so I'm going to put Iron Fist after the shuffle your hand. Okay, I'll just put him in the middle. It doesn't really matter where he is right now. It's still early in the game, and I'm out of. I have 1 point of energy left, but all my cards are over 1 point of energy, so I can't play anything else. So it goes on the next guy. He puts in a Sentinel. Sentinel's special ability is it puts another copy of Sentinel in his hand. All right, so now my Iron Fist is revealed, and my next person gets bumped over 1 to the left. So now I'm going to put in Multiple Man, right? So I'll put him in the middle, and after he's revealed, I can use a Blade too. Okay, so I'm going to put down Blade over here. Over here. Cards cost 1, can't be played there. Okay, I'll put Blade here. I didn't necessarily want to fill up that location right now, but that's okay. We will worry about that later. So now we're ending the turn. And we're waiting on the other dude to do his thing. He's thinking. He's in a bit of a pickle, I guess. All right, he's not in a big of a pickle. That's actually a good card to play. That kills my Squirrel Girl. Selects her special ability. Puts down another Sentinel. Okay, so here's my Multiple Man. Iron Fist ability comes in and punches Multiple Man over there, who makes a copy of himself in the middle. So you can kind of see now how you can finagle your cards to work with the locations that you have set, especially the hot location. When it's a difficult one like Death's Domain, which really restricts how you play, it's very beneficial to tweak your deck a little bit around that. So my deck, I've named it Move Bish, get out the way, right? So it's all based around card movement. So like I have Nightcrawler here. If I drew him earlier in the game, I'd probably play him earlier. You know what? Yeah, I might be able to play him this turn. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to put Ironheart down first. And I'll put Nightcrawler here. Nightcrawler. Oh, I can't play him there. Oh, sorry, I'll move him later. Okay, so now Ironheart is going to this person's going to take his turn. We'll wait. Let's see what he's going to do. Alright, Ironheart special ability was to give 3 other cards 2 power. And he played an Ironheart as well. But he actually sacrifices Ironheart. I wonder why he did that. He could have played him over here. The effect would have been the same. Oh, well, maybe he has something up his sleeve. Okay, now I'm going to move my Nightcrawler over here. Alright, so now I have 5 points. My only card I can play right now is Swordmaster, and I have to discard a card from my hand, right? However, look at my Apocalypse. When you discard from your hand, put it back with +4 power. Now, he could kill my Odin instead. It's a risk I'm going to have to take. So we will just see what happens upon reveal. Alright, waiting for this dude. Must be an actual person, because that bot would have probably gone by now. And the goal is, of course, you need 2 out of the 3 locations. Alright, perfect. So that worked out. So it killed my Apocalypse, and it triggered his special ability. Now Gamora. I have 10 here. Apocalypse, 12. I don't know. Who do you think? I guess I can probably win here. You know, I'm going to snap. That's going to give me a chance to win. Extra. You get an extra couple of power cubes that you're fighting over. Ordinarily, it's just you win 2 or you lose 2. But now I've snapped, and so I can win extra. Let's see what he does. Oh, he has Hulkbuster. Okay, so he's going to combine some dudes for more power. So let's see how it all ends up. and 16. Okay, so I won. All right, I won 2 out of the 3. I wasn't very efficient, right? It was a 20-30. You want to kind of hope that when you win, you're getting around 40 points, but with Dust Domain in play, it can be a bit tricky. So doesn't matter. Bottom line is I won 4, which increases my competitive ranking because I'm level 23 right now. That gave me a bump to 4, so I'm 1 away from level 24. I won some boosters, which is upgrades your cards. So you can go here, you can spend credits and boosters to upgrade your cards, and that's a cosmetic upgrade. It's not an upgrade in the card's power. It just upgrades how it looks. And when you upgrade how your card looks, it actually unlocks more items for you down the line. And that's how it works for everybody. So there's a pool of cards, pool 1, pool 2, pool 3, depending on where you are in your collection ladder. And everyone has access to the same cards, just not in the same order. So again, as long as you keep playing, you will keep getting more cards. Okay, so there's the gameplay down. Let's look at the resources. Okay, so here's the shop. This is gold, right? So it's about, if you look at how much it costs, let's say 700 gold is $10, and most of your variant cards. So, and you can only have 1 card in your deck. So if you have like 3 variants of Cyclops, you can only play 1 in your deck. But you can look at it. You can say, hey, that's my cool variant card, and your opponent says, hey, he's got that cool variant card, right? And so it's kind of it's more based on collections, and I think that's where they're trying to get their money from, is from the well-known IP of being Marvel Comics is where they're going to try to get their money, rather than like say Raid, who it's more you never know what you're going to get or when, so keep dumping money and buying shards and getting in hope that you get the card that you want. Here, you're going to get the card that you want. And at the very end game, where you get collector's caches, you can get access to more variants. So it's pretty cool the way it is. So basically, it's $10 and you get a normal variant. There are some other ones, like right here, we have a Chris Bacalo version of Wolfsbane, which is a really cool picture. I like this a lot, but it's 1200, so it's a little bit more. But I don't know why there's some are more than the others. I'm not sure. I guess they're more rare, more hard to find. But anyway, so we have a Chris Bacalo Wolfsbane, whereas you look at the collection version, Wolfsbane is kind of like a Rob Liefeld Wolfsbane, right? The wolves are cool looking, but Rain herself looks a little bit, I don't know, looks like Rob Liefeld drew her, so it depends on if you're a Rob Liefeld fan, then maybe you don't want the variant, but I'll probably, I might pick up the variant, get a little bit more gold and get that variant, because I like that. This is a great card. I like to have in my deck, but this is kind of an ugly card. I don't know. This is this is the way I feel about it. Maybe you feel differently. I don't know. Okay, so you see how everything is. I have so many things here that have these arrows ascending upwards. These means they are ready to upgrade. I have the boosters necessary to upgrade them. So here's Hawkeye. I have plenty of boosters. It doesn't tell me how many I have, does it? It doesn't necessarily tell me how many I have, but I have plenty to bring Hawkeye up. And as you can see, it's cosmetic. See how his border is green here? That's the level 2. So Squirrel Girl here, she's at level 1 still, with just a gray border. This is a non-upgraded card at all. This is Hawkeye is upgraded 1 more level. Then you can get the blue border, like this Ant-Man here, and he's animated too. And then 3D, and then there's an animated version. Let's see. I think I have. Who's my highest? The one I've done the most. I think Mr. Fantastic. As you see, his background is animated. He's in 3D. Cards rotating around. He's got the epic purple border. I've upgraded him a couple times. So as you can see, that's how it works. It's all cosmetic. This doesn't impact his power. Doesn't impact anything. It's only cosmetic, right? So let's see. Can I get to the collection level? How do I do that? Well, let's upgrade, and we'll see what we can do. Who can I upgrade? Let's upgrade Ironheart. All right. So we'll upgrade Ironheart. It takes this many credits and boosters, and I have this is my pool of credits to draw from, and I can't see the boosters, but that's okay. So now she is animated, and she's now an epic card, right? And that increases my collection level. So my collection level is 86, and it opens up. I went past 84, so I get 5 boosters. And this is These boosters are for Doctor Strange specifically. So you can upgrade your Doctor Strange card when you get enough boosters to do so, and you open up a mystery card. This is part of the Pool 1. I haven't reached Pool 2 yet. These are part of the, I think there's 70 something cards in Pool 1. And this mystery card is Spider-Woman. She's a great card. On reveal, afflict all enemy cards here with 1 power. So, remember how they were organized into locations? That means that every single card, so the person had 4 cards there, every single one of those cards would have 1 power level subtracted from them. So Spider-Woman is a great card, and she takes 5 energy, so you won't be able to draw her out until the fifth turn, and there's only 6 turns unless you get a location that adds another turn. So Spider-Woman is a great card. I'm actually really glad I got that. She's very powerful. Okay, and then there's my upgraded Ironheart. And we can just keep doing that. Like, I have plenty of credits and boosters to upgrade more. So let's do Mr. Sinister. He adds a Sinister clone to this location with the same power. So remember how my multiple man, when you knocked him over, he made 2? He does the same thing, but just within the same location. So he doesn't need to interact a second time with, he doesn't need to be moved for his clone to trigger. Alright, so we'll upgrade Mr. Sinister. You got his frame break up to green. And what you can do, because it only costs a few credits and only 5 boosters, you can just go down and just find every common with a frame break that you have boosters for, and do that. And that is one way to quickly move up the collection ranks. See, now 87, 88. So I get 25 more credits. Claim that, and then I need to go up to 90. So if I wanted to, I could just find some more grays, another multiple man. And that gives me another point. And Colossus. Do I have? Yeah. We'll put him up to uncommon. So that only uses, 5 Colossus boosters and 25 credits. And I'm able to unlock another mystery card. And this is going to be Domino. Always draw this card on turn 2 and not before. So for 2 energy, they get on round 2. You pretty much have a guaranteed 3 power card on turn 2, if that's something that you needed. Interestingly, another card is Quicksilver, which I think is part of the initial set of cards that you get is Quicksilver. And Quicksilver is guaranteed to be in your hand on the first round, and he is worth 1. So 1 power to put out. So you'll always have a card to put out the first round if that's what you're keying on. When I first started playing, I made sure that Quicksilver was in all my decks because there's no mulligan. If you get a bad hand, it's up to you. When you're building your deck of 12 cards, to have a good distribution of energy, right? Because you want to have a nice card on turn 6 that you can, a big card that's worth 6, like the Hulk or something, who's worth 6 energy. You will only have 6 energy. You only get 6 energy at the end of the 6 turns, right? So it's 1 energy, 2 energy, 3 energy, 4 energy, 5 energy, 6 energy. And that's all you have to spend during those turns. So without a mulligan, you have to be really careful about how you're building your deck. So it's an interesting way to do it, and adding Quicksilver in the game where he's guaranteed to be in your hand to put a lot of people at ease, and it put me at ease too. I built all my decks at the beginning with Quicksilver in them to make sure that I had something to do the first turn, right? So it was kind of a brilliant move on their part. It really put a lot of people's mind at ease. And made it so that they didn't have to add in the mulligan mechanic. It's kind of cool, man. Really good idea. So 5 boosters. Shocker. And I want to get another mystery card. Let's just keep going. I don't want to. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to upgrade the Wolfsbane. Who else do we have? Oh, okay, Khazar. This is interesting. So this is a big one. This is 300. It's going to give me 6 collection levels for 30 boosters and 300 credits. I have plenty. So I got a shiny logo on my Khazar. Look at him. You go, buddy. So it increases the quality to legendary. I think there's 2 more levels above this at least. And look at that. I get 2 more cards. Okay, so another mystery card. Let's see. You get Angela. When you play a card here, 2 power. Okay, so if you can get Angela out early, whenever you play a card there, it gets 2 power added to them. That's a really powerful card, and it's interesting because she was originally an Image Comics card. So now this is a Marvel game, but Todd McFarlane, I guess, lent out Angela to the Marvel universe. And then Moon Girl, this is another really key card. On reveal, duplicate your hand. So there's going to be a lot of cards in here that'll benefit greatly from this card, like the Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur combination. Devil Dinosaur, I think I have Devil Dinosaur. Let's look in my collection real quick. Devil Dinosaur. Yes, I loved this comic when I was a kid because I love dinosaurs and I love comic books, and now they had a superhero dinosaur, which made me thrilled when I was 4. Plus 2 power for each card in your hand. You have 5 cards in your hand. You have Moon Girl, and suddenly you have 10 cards in your hand, and he's already at 3 power, but it's plus 10, so now it's at 13 power. And you can have other kinds of boosters that would increase, but you can have Devil Dinosaur be a devastating, worthy of the name T-Rex, right? So anyway, I'm enjoying myself. The gotcha is not really a gotcha because you will get every card. All you have to do is play and gather your resources, and you'll get there. And you make multiple decks, right? There's plenty of spaces to save decks, right? And so you build your decks based on, you get an idea in your head. It's kind of like with Raid. You get an idea in your head and you build your team around that. Here, these cards have ongoing effects, right? And they have on reveal effects. So an ongoing happens all the time after you play it. On reveal happens, the first time you play it. And then there's also discard effects, destruction effects, and move effects, right? And you can see what a card does, see what another card does, and say, I like the way these two things work together, like I showed with the Moon Girl and the Devil Dinosaur. I will build a deck to support that idea, right? It's like Raid, only this is much easier. It takes much less time. It takes much less money. It takes much less effort, and the games go by much quicker. It's just a really good time. Let's see. Let's play another one. Again, it's because I have that. Because we have that location that destroys your cards. I'm still going to use this deck. Otherwise, if it was a different location, I would not be afraid to play a different deck. But this is the one that I've had by far the most success with. When that hot location is available, the one that destroys your cards. Okay, so turn 6 cards can't be played here, so let's start there. Since we lose a turn, so on turn 6, if we fill up all these locations, we're screwed. So we want to make sure that we have spots available in these other locations, because on turn 6 we can't play. Okay, and here is Death's Domain. We can't play a card there. Waits here also had the Squirrel Girl idea. I see a lot of people are tweaking their decks to accommodate this. It's not a bad idea. All right, so let's put Nightcrawler here. In Nightcrawler's abilities, we can move him. So I'm not afraid to play him just about anywhere. Okay, Colossus. Why did he do that there? He could have played Colossus on Death's Domain. Unless he has other abilities to move around. That's possible. If you only have one card here, that's plus 5 power. Okay, well, we both have just squirrels there, and it is probably no reason for us to fight over this right now. This is going to be interesting how this plays out in the end. This is interesting. Okay, so wow. I guess I'll have to play multiple main here because I don't want to give up my advantage there. Oh, interesting. Okay, what am I going to do? Khazar. Well, I can fill that up. Oh, this is tough. Alright. Well, I can win Death Domain if I fill this up and I play my White Tiger, who adds a 7 power tiger to another location, which is random. It won't be destroyed here. If I play it here, it's definitely going to be here. I think it was Nova. Oh, okay, it's Carnage. So Carnage is going to kill Nova. Oh, look at that. Okay, so his Carnage destroyed the other cards, +2 power for each destroyed, and then Angel comes out when one of his cards is destroyed. That was a good play. So he's up there, but now he has 2 cards there. Okay, so I'll play my white tiger here. And then I'll generate my tiger over here, which is 7 power. So he's going to have a hard time winning this domain. Let's see what he does. He's going to take one of my dudes. Oh, he's on reveal. Whoa, that's tough. Okay, so Odin activates the on reveal card, so the Carnage got super strong. Alright, so no cards can be destroyed here, but I can probably... Ooh, this is tough. How am I going to win? How am I going to win? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, +6. No, 8. So he's 8 power, 8 + 6. Not enough to overtake him. I'm going to be too short. Oh, man. I'm sure he's going to have something here. Ooh, this is going to be tough. What can I do? Apocalypse. I'm running out of time. If I pull them out, that's only +8. I can put 8 there. Odin on reveal. There's nothing on reveal there. I can put another on reveal here and then win this one. That's probably my best play. That's probably my best play. Let's try it. Still not going to win the Carnage, though. I can try. No, this is my best play. It's tough. All right, so this it depends on what he does on the vault. Oh, nothing can play there. Nothing. He can't play anything there. He's stuck at 10 unless he has something that... Oh, let's see what happens. Cosmo, it's too late. Oh, look at that. Victory is mine. Because maybe he forgot that he couldn't play anything on turn 6. He misread it, and he played over here. Oh, yep. Yep. The thing I told you about in the beginning, where I had to remember that I couldn't play anything here and not to worry about filling it up, is what saved me. So, awesome. And then I was able to generate the 2 tigers to give me more points over here. All right. Rewards well taken. All right, so that's Marvel Snap. I don't know what else I'm going to do with it. That's pretty much a really good introduction. Oh, I can talk about the Battle Pass. Okay, so you know how Raid can't really get their Battle Pass together? This game has gotten their Battle Pass together very well. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, so here's their Warriors of Wakanda Battle Pass. Where do I access Season Pass? Here we go. It's still a bit hard to navigate. There is a pay tier. I think there's actually 2 tiers. But the basic tier, which is $10. It's only $10, and you get a bunch more stuff. I have not gotten it yet, but it's a really good deal. If you're going to spend any money in this game, this is a good deal. It gives you access to Black Panther, which you will be able to get later on. Everything that they have in the season pass will be released to the regular pools in a couple of months, or I don't know the exact schedule, but it will become available to you later. But if you wanted a Black Panther, pay your $10. You get it a little bit ahead of time. You can play around with it. It'll be a lot of fun. You can get your boosters. So I think if you finish your Battle Pass, which is a daunting task, and there's a lot of levels of Battle Pass, you can fully upgrade your Black Panther card, I imagine. So $10, it's great. I think there is a $15 tier that gives you a bit more stuff, but I think just getting the $10 to get the extra stuff as you progress up to whatever level it is before they start giving you cash is 50. Okay, level 50. I'll give you the variant. So you get the Ancestors variant of Black Panther at level 50 of the Battle Pass. And I'm already at level 23. Like I said, I've only been playing for 4 days, so I don't think it's going to be that hard. And there are some really good Wakanda cards in here. So for $10, you can't call yourself a free-to-play player anymore, but it does give you access to a lot of good stuff, relatively cheap. And as you saw, even the credits, like I said, I've been playing for 4 days. These pile up a lot, and you can really get up your collections really quickly, right? Boom. So there's another point. Yes, thank you. Upgrade him again. Now he's 3D. And he's upgraded to rare, so now he's blue. Yeah, I don't want to do that right now. Upgrade. Oh, I ran out of boosters. Okay, so no more blade boosters. But I did increase my collection ranking. This place is hard to navigate. Here it is. So I get my 5 domino boosters. I get another mystery card. Requires 102 collection level. Oh, I haven't unlocked it yet. Okay, let's unlock it real quick. I want to know what it is. Now that I've seen that I have a mystery card available, I want to know what it is. Okay, let's do Iron Fist. Come on, buddy. Alright. Oh, and I got Nova. Nova is you saw how my opponent used it that one game. He didn't use it very effectively because I still won. But when this card is destroyed, give your cards +1 power. So is a cheap card to get out. You have to have other cards in there or that location that it destroys cards, but he can turn around a game really quick by giving every single card 1 power at a very, very efficient cost. So Nova's a great card. I'm excited to see what I can do with that card because we can mix them in with let's see, I don't have a whole lot of cards yet, but Deathlock, destroy your other cards at this location. I can put a Nova down, and then turn 3 comes around, and I can get a 5 energy card out with 3 power, sacrificing Nova, and he gets another power added to him, plus everyone else that I might have out by turn 3. Good stuff, right? So I'm excited. There's stuff that I can do fun things. Like I said, it's really easy to get into. It's not expensive. There's a breadth of strategies that you can do. It's like Raid Light. It's Raid Light, okay? But it's a Marvel IP, so that there's a lot of familiarity, especially if you, not just with the movies, but if you liked comic books and you're growing up like me. When I was growing up, I worked in a comic book store for a while, so it was been a part of my life for a very long time. So it's exciting to see these characters and able to put them in a deck and have them do your bidding. Right? There's something about that that's always fun. So quick overview of the cards, a little bit of their abilities, some gameplay, how easy it is to get all the cards. Guys, I suggest just giving it a shot. It's a lot of fun, and then let me know, and then like the video, and then subscribe to the channel for more stuff, and comment down below so we can have a little chat. Okay, that sound good? Can we all agree on this? All right, awesome. I will talk to you guys next time, because I've been talking for a really long time now. I tend to do that. I can wax lyrical at times. All right, guys, I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff that YouTube likes me to do so that I can try to grow the channel again. All right, thanks. Bye.